Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right. I'm glad today's the last day and we get a break. I'm ready for that. We're gonna wait another minute, guys. There's a lot of people. While we're waiting for people, only like 4 people actually took that or did that Google form yesterday. So if you were not one of those people who did the Google form, or if you're one of those people who did not do the Google form, go into Classroom and you need to fill out that Google form right now. You need to move on today.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to continue to move forward with your project. Okay, so again, I guess there was 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 people actually filled out that Google form yesterday. Okay, so the rest of you, if you've not done the Google form, you need to do that first, okay? Because you have to kind of envision what's going to happen before you can start creating everything. So what I want to show you today, what your goal today is really just to collect your clip art and get your clip art ready and build your first slide. Okay, so that's what I want to show you today. All right, so let's see. All right, so you have in Google Classroom, you have a graph that you're going to be using. Okay, so today we're just worried about this first slide. Okay, we're just worried about this first slide. So we're going to talk about how to get clip art. Okay, and there's a couple different ways to do this. If you're looking for just some generic clip art, the easiest way to do it would be go up to Insert, Image, and Search, okay? But here's the trick. We want to be able to see around the outside of that figure, whatever it is you're going to be graphing. So let's say I want to do a train. I don't know. if you type in train, what you want to include is transparent background. Hold on one second. Okay, so if I include the words transparent background, it's going to bring in train pictures that only have the where like the white border is not going to be around it. Okay, so it's going to show me some options here. I don't know if I really like any of those, but there's a banana. I don't know how that ends up in a train. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. All right, maybe I need to pick a different one. How about do a crab? Maybe we can find a crab. All right, I like this guy. Okay, so if I bring him over, what you're going to notice, if it's truly a transparent background, no, unable. Okay, hold on. Google is not liking me today. He's kind of cute. Let's try this guy. Here we go. Okay, so what you notice is I can see like in between the legs there, in between the eyes, right? It doesn't have that solid white background, which is important because I'm going to want to size him down, right? I'm going to shrink him. And remember, we're going to be following a point. So maybe I want to follow like the top of his left little pincher there. So maybe I want him to start down here, and I want to be able to position him so that that little pincher is at a nice grid line. Okay, wherever you want to start him. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be gathering clip art. So that, again, is probably the fastest and easiest way is if you pick transparent background. Now, I know like some of you had some very specific themes in terms of like Monsters, Inc., or you were doing, I can't remember some of the other ones you guys had, but like it was very specific characters. So we're not going to be able to find them through Google here because these are all free license, right? There's no restrictions. So what I want to show you is how to get clip art and remove that outside border. All right, so I'm going to go here. Well, I did Mario, so I'll just do an example of Mario or maybe Luigi or something. All right, so here's, let's say this is my clip art that I want to use. Well, let me pick a different one. All right, so see this white background, if I just copy and paste that in, I'll show you what's going to happen. If I just copy and paste that in, I have all that white stuff around, and that's not what I want at all, because now I can't see my graph. Okay, so what I want to do, and I have instructions for you in the in Google Classroom. I've made a video doing this. Okay, so I'm going to right click on it, so that would be like 2-finger tap, and I'm going to say save image as. Now yours will save to your Google Drive, but because I'm on a computer, I'll just save it on my desktop. Okay, we have a website we can use. It's called Removebg. Okay, and I put a link to this in there. And again, this is what the video is explaining. This is free. You don't have to sign in, nothing. So just go upload image. All right, and I'm going to choose my image that I just did. Where was it? I just saw it. Here it is. Okay, so yours will be in your Google Drive. Okay, so it's going to, what it does is, see how it removed that whole background? So now I can download it, which yours will download to your drive. Hold on one second. Yours will just download to your drive, right? But for me, I got to put it on my desktop. Okay, so now when I go to bring in that clip art, when I go insert image, I'm going to upload. You would do it from your drive because you would have to do it to your drive. Now I got to find him again. Here's my Mario with that background removed, and then I can resize them. I can even take my cropping tool. You know how you could double click it, and I could crop it so that border around him is not so big and awkward. That'll work too. All right, so one of your jobs today is to find clip art and get it in there the way you want it. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is when you go to place things on your grid. Okay, if I want to place things on my grid, so let's say I want to follow the bottom of the boot right here. So I want to try to get that on a grid line. And if I use my arrow keys, they're pretty big jumps, right? So what you can do, if you hold down your shift key and then use your arrow, it does teeny tiny little nudges so I can get it exactly where I want it. Okay, so that's kind of a hint as far as like positioning things where you want them. Keep in mind, you can do some background images. For instance, I was starting to do a crab. So maybe I want to do some sand. Okay, maybe I want to put some sand along the bottom. All right, so this looks like nice sand right here. I'm going to bring it over. Okay, now maybe I want it along the bottom. What I could do is I could clip that, right? I could make it a lot shorter, and I can copy it and scoot it right next, and then I can have some sand maybe. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. All right, so there's my sand. All right, then I can put my crab. I can move my crab along the sand then, okay? So that's what you're gonna be working on today. Making this first slide, getting your clip art in, and kind of positioning everybody where you want them to be to start with. Okay, so I could also do like sun, and then again, that transparent background. Okay, so maybe I need a sun up here. Okay, I'm gonna have to shrink it down. All right, so at this point, let me stop sharing my screen here. At this point, do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, so if you did not do that Google form, I want you to go do that right now. That's the first thing you're gonna do. Because again, you have to have your ideas written down so it's stuck. And keep in mind, we're gonna take a break here for like a good 12 days, right? And then we're gonna have to come back to this. So if you fill out that Google form, then you're gonna have a reminder of everything you answered, okay? So do the Google form first. Then I want you to start collecting your clip art and start putting it in that first slide. Okay, so like as you're building that first slide, if you can put extra clip art in there and get rid of it later, right? You don't have to use it all right now, or if you decide you like something later, then you can remove something. But I would suggest start putting some clip art in there that you think you might want to use, and then you can start resizing and figuring out what you want to do. All right, so I would like you to stay online and work because people really aren't working. And this is like your grades are horrible. You're missing so many assignments. So if you don't have your Google form done, I want you to do that first. Okay, you got about 10 minutes to get that done. Then I want you to spend the rest of the time working on your slide. Okay, so go to it.